Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to install the EV Armor center console wrap, so if you're interested, stay tuned. So first thing you want to do is clean it off. So as you can see, it's not really that clean yet, so take your alcohol wipe and go ahead and clean it off. Make sure you've got a nice clean surface to mate this self-healing sticker to, or wrap. So go ahead and take your alcohol wipe and make it piano shiny like it came stock. That's so annoying for everybody. So first piece you want to do is this middle section. So peel off just a third of it, and then you want to fold the paper back, and you're going to start from from the top of this piece. And so just like the little sticker says on the back, you want to start from the top. So go ahead and fold this, and then lift up the tray, and then line it up. So you want to make sure you start on one side, line it up exactly, straight, and then work your way across the tray. So once you get it lined up, anchor it on that side, and then slowly work your way across. And then, make sure that the other side is also lined up. Now, once you've got that all straight and lined up and everything looks good, then go ahead and, stick it to the end of the tray, and then work your way down. So just use your fingers at this point, and you can work it down a little bit, and then you want to use your squeegee here to help put it onto the actual piece, onto the panel. And this will help you with the crevices and things like that. Make sure it's flat and you won't have any creases or anything like that. So definitely use this. Work the paper all the way off, and then you should make it. You should be able to get it down to the bottom. And then obviously you want to use your squeegee to just tuck in all the ends. And then of course on the side the same thing. So you see how it's sticking out right now. You use the squeegee thing and you tuck it in there, so that way it's nice and clean looking, and then you can't, it's stuck to the side of the tray. So that way you won't see it and it won't get stuck. So there you go. There's a nice look at this piece done. So then you want to do the top one. So same thing. So start at the bottom here. So take off, peel off a third of it and then fold it back. And then this one is pretty much the exact same thing. So go ahead and start on one side, and then slowly work your way across. And then once you've got the other end lined up, then you can, use your fingers and stick it on. And then again, work the end here with your fingers, and then use your squeegee to get, work it all the way up. And since it's self-healing, you can kind of peel it back and do it over again if you mess up. So don't be too scared to, peel it back up and try again if it's not perfectly straight. So again, work your way all the way up. And then what you want to do is, fold the edges over on the sides. And then also you want to fold the top as well. So you can use your hands, and then since this one opens up easier, and then use a squeegee to finish it off at the top. And then of course on the top up here, make sure that's folded in as well. That way it doesn't get stuck and gives it a nice clean look. So now we're going to do this top piece. This one is actually pretty difficult because there's no room to work. So they give you a little piece at the end there. So take that piece off. And then what you want to do is you want to stick it in place and anchor it. And once you've got it anchored, then what I would do is work it across piece by piece, and then you can finish it off, and then use your squeegee to straighten it out. Then you can take this piece off. This one is pretty straightforward and easy. Just line it up at the top here, and then just stick it on and fold it over. So once you've got that all lined up, and stuck on, go ahead and put it back on. That piece is done. And then we've worked our way up to the toughest one, which is the cup holders. So go ahead and take your inserts here, peel those off because you're going to need those to help line it up. So peel those off the back here. And then what you want to do is there's this little tab coming up here. So go ahead and flip it over, and you want to line up with this tab here in the back, this thing. So make sure that that's lined up and the wrap is basically right on top of that. And then what you want to do is line it up with the silver lines at each side here. So what I'm pointing at right here. So make sure that the wrap is inside the silver on all four corners, bottom, top, and on both sides. Once you have that lined up and it's lined up with the tab at the bottom, then go ahead and use your inserts and stick it to the side of the console. And that way it'll keep it in place. And then you can peel off this bottom piece here. So go ahead and slowly peel off this bottom piece, and this is going to be your anchor for this piece. So go ahead and put that down, and then it should be right on top of that tab there. If it's not, then you need to reline it up because that is the piece to line up. So use your hands and go ahead and make it flat. You can use your squeegee as well. And so now that you've got this, once you get it anchored and it's good and you like where it is, then you can go ahead and take off the rest of it. So you don't need to worry about the edges too much just yet, but you will in this, after you finish this piece. So now that you've got it anchored and you've got it all looking good, then you can take this piece off here and stick the rest of it on. So what I would do is do this, use your squeegee and work it up until you get to the actual cup holder. And then line up the cup holder piece. So once you've got this lined up, then you can take off the clear insert piece because you're obviously going to need to stick the rest of it onto the console. So go ahead and make sure that's lined up, and then you can go ahead and stick it on with your hands or the squeegee. And once you've got the edges, these sides kind of lined up and stuck on, make sure you start with the corners, like the curves of the actual cup holder first. That way you can avoid creases, and then you can work the circular part. So here, start with, like I said, the corner, and then work your way around to the circular part of the cup holder, and that way it'll avoid creases. And then you can, once you get that done, then just work the rest of it. This should be pretty easy. Just make sure everything is flat and straight. Once you've got that, then, obviously you just need to do the ends here. Use the squeegee to fold over the ends, or you can just use your hands at this point. And then make sure you use the squeegee for the sides so you can tuck in the wrap, into the sides. So once you've done that, that's it. This is the finished wrap. Looks really nice. So if you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.